What is good, guys? It's your boy Midas, and today I'm going to be talking about the 56mm Sigma f1.4 DC lens. As you can see right now, this lens is not the best for YouTube videos or any kind of videos for that matter. Unless you're shooting B-rolls, then you should be fine, because then you might need to shoot some close-ups. So I'm just going to switch out this lens with my favorite lens, the 16mm, from the same class as this. If you haven't already seen a video review about that lens, make sure to go check out my video, which should be on the screen right now. And you know what? Let's switch out these lenses. So I've switched out the 56mm with the 16mm. So I've got the 56mm in my hands now. This lens is an equivalent of a 90mm lens on a crop sensor camera like the Canon M50, which is a camera lens I use. So it's a great mid-range to telephoto lens. So it's great for food photography, portrait shots, B-roll type shots, product shots. So it's not really the best when it comes to wide-angle shots. So if you're a vlogger, then this is not the best option to start with. It's gonna be a great addition to your lens kit eventually, so you should probably get this regardless. And this is a DC lens, which means that when used with a full frame camera, it's gonna provide, or it's gonna give some vignetting around the edges of the shot. This lens is also available for Canon, Sony, and Micro Four Thirds cameras. So basically you can use it across a lot of, different models right now. Sigma released 3 different lenses. The 30mm, which was the first one in the line, the 16mm, which was the second in the line, which is the one I'm using right now, and they also released this one, the 56mm f1.4. So these are all wide aperture lenses, great in low light situations, great for capturing high quality crisp images basically, or video shoots. It also features a super bright aperture f1.4, which is really good for low light situations, and I can attest to that. Trust me, this is great if you're shooting vlogging videos in like dark places and whatnot. The 22mm, which is what I had before, it's a f2.0. It's great in low light situations as well, but not as good as this lens and the 16mm, which I'm using right now. They're both wide aperture lenses, and these are prime lenses, by the way, which basically means they only have one focal length, so they cannot be zoomed in and zoomed out. You can basically shoot with the same focal length every single time. So you have to buy multiple prime lenses if you're going to be going the route of prime lenses, if you're not going to be going zoom lens. The f1.4 aperture also allows for that nice smooth creamy bokeh effect. So basically it allows you capture high quality crisp images, which you can get most details out of using this lens, because this lens allows you to get that shallow depth of field. Okay, so the lens is also great for close-up shots, food photography, portrait shots. I use it all the time to take most of my Instagram portrait shots, and also use it for food photography, like I said earlier. This lens is not good, and I repeat, it's not good or great for shooting wide angle kinds of videos. So if you're going to be a vlogger on YouTube or content creator on Instagram, anywhere whatsoever, this lens is not the best. But if you're going to be doing a bunch of product photography, food photography, B-roll type videos, then this is what you're looking for. Or even just portrait shots, basically, then you want to use this. The autofocus of this lens is also super smooth, and it's quiet, which is very important to me when it comes to lenses. It's also fast and great for both pictures and videos. So it doesn't matter what mode you're shooting in, the autofocus is flawless. In my opinion, that's what I'm saying. Let's talk about the build quality. So this thing is compact and very lightweight in comparison to the 16mm, which is basically on right now. Between the 30mm, 16mm, and this lens, it's the smallest in that class, and most lightweight you can bring around. It's still not as lightweight as the 22mm, but it's still pretty much small in terms of weight. Weighs about 280 grams according to the website, and just like the rest of the lenses in this class, this lens also comes with a hood, which you can use when you're shooting outdoors. I'm not saying that replaces an ND filter, which you're gonna need eventually when you start to shoot outdoor videos. And this lens, basically, if you want to get that smooth bokeh effect that you have like indoors and whatnot, you're gonna need to use an ND filter. And that ND filter needs to be at least 55, or it needs to be 55mm in thread size. So you need an ND filter that's 55mm in thread size, or you can get step up or step down rings, which you can use with like an 82mm, you know, bring it up and down. That's the route I would go. So this lens basically goes for about $569 on the website, which is not that far off from, you know, the 16mm, which I got for about maybe $40 more, $597 maybe. But if you're interested in this lens, you know, if you shoot food photography, or you want a new lens for your, you know, your camera gear bag or whatever it is, if you're looking to buy or, you know, look at this lens, make sure to click the link in the description. It is an affiliate link that I will be earning a small commission off of if you purchase through that link. Make sure to go to my Amazon storefront as well. The link is in the description. You can find all the gear that I use in, you know, making my videos and all that. It's always going to be there, so make sure to check that out as well. If you made it to this point of the video, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you're looking for a review video about the 16mm, which I'm using right now, make sure to click on the video on the screen right now. Go check it out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Midas is out.